What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of the Prelude. I think it's the 27th episode of the Prelude with myself, Scotty by Nature TV, and
Jamar 84.
all right. And tonight we have another special guest who is also from the Chase of Reality brand. He's a rapper. He's a heartthrob for some people, as well as the audience is concerned. And he's just one of them type of guys that you want to take home to your mom. One of them dudes that you just want to put a ring on your finger. You know what I'm saying? One of them type of dudes where you get on your knees and ask him for marriage. He that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? He that type. He that type.
Oh, that's not where I thought that was going, but that too.
Because your mind is in the gutter. With that being said, let's welcome Chasing Atlanta's own Riko with a K.
I cannot.
Look,
What's up? How you doing? What's good? I represent the big and tall. No, I'm playing. I'm joking, but yeah, hey everybody.
Okay, so I think I see Troy in the chat. Y'all say hi to Troy.
What, Troy? How do I see all of this?
I think. Let's see. Do you have the chat open? Because I think trying to watch the chat on the phone is tricky.
Oh, that's smart. You smart. Okay. There we go.
So yes, we have the Riko with the K on the Prelude, and we are so excited to have her here. Are you ready?
I'm ready. What's up? I've been waiting for this.
So
it's been a good.
Are you ready, Jamar?
Oh yes, I am. Because let me tell you, Riko was the first. Huh?
Are you?
Don't you do me. Don't you do me right now. Don't you try me this.
I was asking a question. Are you ready?
I am ready, yes.
Oh, you are?
I am. So,
Oh,
Riko, I hate him. I hate him so much. Riko was the first castmate who actually reached out to us before we had a chance to really reach out to him. And this was like, I felt honored. I was like, wait, we didn't even have a chance to ask you yet. You asked me the interview. I was like, I love it. I love it.
It's because I love your energy.
What's that, baby?
Oh my God, I get this all the time.
What's up? What? Oh, your energy is because of your energy?
Yes,
okay, well, then y'all are born as fuck, and I really didn't want to even be here.
Shut up.
No, I'm playing.
We love you. Okay. So, Scotty, you ready to get into the things?
Yes. Are you ready to get into the things?
I'm ready to get into the things. So Riko with A. Tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, and one interesting fact about you that we may not know.
That Jamar know for himself.
Well, my name is Riko with a K. I was born in Miami, Florida, but I was raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville's where I got my start in music. So like J. Cole is a huge inspiration of mine, things of that nature. I'm 27 years old. I'm a Sag. I rap and I'm damn good at it, period.
Absolutely.
But one interesting fact, I am the hugest Harry Potter geek you could think of.
Okay, that I did
Why am I not surprised?
Why? What? Hold on. Why do you say that?
Who, me?
Yeah, Scotty.
I don't know. You give me a Harry Potter book reader. I don't know what it is, but I'm not surprised that you like Harry Potter. I might be a little bit too good, but I ain't never really just got into Harry
I'm
Potter.
still good.
There's a lot of people that I know that read Harry Potter and they look at me crazy because I've never read a Harry Potter book, been interested in Harry Potter, never understood
I'm
the
giving
hype
you
about him.
Harry Potter books, paperback, period.
You know,
I
the only
thought
type of books I read is Carl Weber books and Terry McMillan books that I had no business reading when I was that age.
Okay.
So that's
No,
it.
I was on that train too. But okay.
inter,
Yeah.
I would never have guessed. I mean, you know what? Hey, I live. I singularly live. So you mentioned how whenever I listen to you, I'm glad that you mentioned J. Cole because that is the immediate person that I think of when it comes to even just like the look and the sound.
Oh,
I'm
that's the
like,
cutest compliment.
that's exactly the vibe that I get. But you know, when I saw Riko on a live with Dominique and Tremel before the season, long before the season even started. And I
Hmm.
had an entirely different perception of who you would be on the show and as a person until
Everyone did.
I got to watch you. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be like the person who's gonna be trying to be hard but not be hard and be really, really annoying. So I'm just gonna wait and
Hmm.
see. And then we saw the first episode and I was like, okay, I'm on this
But you
train.
know, people that because to me, because you know when I get trailers and stuff like that, I try not to judge anyone based off some edited down ass trailer that's only 5 minutes long and you don't really get to see a person's personality. I know when I was looking at the trailer
Hmm.
and I was seeing all the comments, the shit that most people were mostly focused on was you saying there was no there's not much representation of your kind of gay and people was kind of mad about that, which I didn't understand why they were so mad by that statement because let's be honest, it's not much representation of the type of gay guy that you are. There are different kinds of gay guys, and we always see the same kinds of gay guys. That's what I took from it because most people think that all of us are the same, and we're not.
Hmm.
So when you look at when you look at gays on TV, they always pick the same type of gay guy. They never pick someone else that's out of the realm of gay guys. They always want to pick the yes girl and all this like
Hmm.
it's everybody else don't act like that. There ain't no shade to anyone to any gay guys that act like that. But we all don't act like that. So when you said
Hmm.
that, you know, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. But for whatever reason, our community gets so offended when you say stuff like that. I don't get it, but
On the real,
whatever.
like me saying that comment, first off, they ate me up. Like, they gave me a run for my money. Um, but you have to understand with that comment, no one really says shit like that. So like that was the first time that someone like me said that out loud. And
Mhm.
it was just new. But then also the conversation of toxic masculinity came about. And that's where I'm proud that I did say that. And I learned, something in the process. And then other people learned as well. So yeah, that's just what it is. It's something new. It was something like, whoa, yeah.
Well, that's. I mean, you're doing great work, and representing that type of the community or that version of the community is not as represented. So, big thumbs up. I think we had a conversation about how you were not really sure how you would be perceived in the show, and it was probably the opposite of what you thought going in.
Hmm. Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, because when the trailer came out and people were so upset about that comment, I'm like, okay, so he's gonna be the guy that everybody hates. Everybody ain't gonna
Hmm.
like him. Everybody gonna be annoyed by him. Everybody gonna feel a way about anything that he says. But now that the season has aired, you are probably one of the ones that everybody likes,
Hmm.
if not the
Yeah.
most liked one out of this whole season.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I would say that because we all know that Oliver is more than likely like the fan favorite amongst everybody, but out of all the newbies, I think that you were the favorite because they were eating up Dominique. They were eating like they really was eating up Dominique. Oh my God, they was eating him
Oh
up.
yes.
Jesus.
Oh my
They eat him
God. I
up.
hate that for him too because he's not.
I hate it too because you know I know that Jamar knows him a little bit better than I do, but from the conversations that I have had with him and Jamar outside of all of this stuff, he seems to be a cool person. And
Oh, beautiful.
Jamar knows Jamar knows that as sweet as I am, I don't be too quick to try to be getting to know everybody because I'll be like, how what they about? Don't be bringing all these people around me. I don't like people like that. Like, look, don't. And I'm like, no, no, she cool. I'm like, okay, we'll see. But he seemed to be, he seemed to be cool. So when I see how everybody be giving him all this fever all the time, I really feel bad because he really ain't a bad person. From what
Mm-mm.
I get from outside of the camera, he really not a bad person.
But low key, what everybody is perceiving as messy, I perceive it as being real as fuck. Like if I have a problem with you, I'm gonna say it. Like Dominique does not hold back anything, and no shade. Like there's people that was on during filming that wouldn't say stuff that they like real problems that they had with people on this cast. But Dominique was one of those people that spoke up. So at the end of the day, you do have your certain characters in reality shows, and someone had to be hated. I was that person for a good month. But then when the show aired, Dominique became that person, but he's not like that at all. Y'all just judgmental as fuck, and they're annoying.
It's fine. So, first and foremost, we know that Riko is, of course, he's his personality on this Chasing Atlanta show, but he is a rapper. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about your debut album.
What's
Because
the golden ticket? Yes.
the golden ticket, you guys, go check it out on all streaming platforms. You
All of
released
them.
Retaliation as the lead. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Retaliation, let me ask you, do you have an alter ego when you're in this, when you are in the music, zone? Do you have an alter ego? Because who I see on these album tracks is not who I see on this camera. So I'm like, do you have like a?
Well, no. I don't. I'm not gonna say I have an alter ego, but in my everyday life,
Yo,
like I don't get mad easy. I don't let things bother me or shit like that. I save that for my music. So that's the one time that I can express myself with no limitations, no rules, nobody telling me what to do, and I just go off. You feel me? So yeah, I mean, the alter ego is just my anger, if anything.
Why lead the project with this song, even though it was relatively short, but still effective?
Well, first off, while I was recording my album, I started to think about people's attention spans are really like, um, so I just wanted to spit something for a minute. It was like a minute and 30 seconds or something like that. And I wanted to be very disrespectful, and I wanted it to cut off, and I wanted people to say, I want more. You feel what
Okay,
I'm
I can
saying?
see that. I see the method. I understand the method because it's like, wait, we can't just stop right there. Like, what's next?
So yeah.
right. Exactly.
That's
I think
dope.
that's the best way to open a project because sometimes, I guess because I'm a musical type of person, because most people don't know that I used to write songs, not rap songs, but because I was always dealing with some trifling ass dude, I would always put it into song all the time. And I sing the demo, even though I can't sing word for damn, and I let everybody hear it, and everybody be going crazy about how good it sounds. Because I can write you a good Mary J. Blige, K. Michelle, Keisha Cole esque a man ain't shit anthem. I can really give you that if you need me to. I can really do that. So I feel like when you are artist, it's best to go with what you just said, something that will make people open their eyes because it's easy to come out with a good song, but you also have to have a
Hmm.
good song with a statement to go along with it.
Hmm.
And if it's the most disrespectful, gutter butt shit you need to put out for people to open up their eyes and say, okay, I want to know what the fuck he talking about, didn't do that because that'll make everybody want to pay attention to what you do. It's just like with Lil Kim, for example. I know she's not a male artist, but I take her as a good example because the first thing people saw of
Hmm.
Lil Kim, her is on a damn um, poster with her legs cocked open. That's the first thing we saw. So
Hmm.
when we see her with her legs cocked open, we want to know, okay, we want to know what the fuck she talking about. We want to know what she's talking about. We want to hear what she got to say. So you have to do something that's quote unquote shock value in a sense where, oh, I can't believe they did that, or I can't believe they said that. It all has to be about the statement, the look, everything else. I mean, even
Hmm.
Nicki Minaj. She came out with a look that made everybody pay attention to her. Although we all
Hmm.
could agree to disagree that the look was somebody else's. However, she came out with this look and, had the lyrics to come with it. So, it is what it is.
I
So you
heard
did the
some
right thing.
bullshit. I was trying to wipe it off my screen or something.
I
It
was
was
being
some
shady.
bullshit here.
Notice that. I
I
was being
know.
shady.
Look, look, look. Like, it was some bullshit. Hold up.
Ooh, wait a minute.
I
Wait
take
a
it
minute.
you're a bar.
Have shots been fired?
I
I'm
take
not
it
I'm
you're
not a Barb, but I am a Nicki Minaj fan. I love her. And I don't name drop like everybody else does, on this show, but I did meet her. She did call me sexy and exotic. And she did say she loved my stage name. But anyway, I'm not like bragging about it. So yeah, I do love
you're
her.
not you're not bragging about it.
I'm not bragging about it. I'm just gonna mention it.
I mean, that's how I felt when I met.
Oh,
I mean, that's how I felt when I met K Michelle. I know most people don't think K Michelle is nobody, but in my eyes, she be great to me because I love K Michelle. So,
you said
it is what
you
it is.
love K Michelle?
Yes, I love K Michelle. She's my spirit animal.
Okay.
Hey, I mean,
Okay.
he said he could write you a good Mary J. Blige "Niggas Ain't Shit" song, and she
Okay.
is the one. She is the one.
But
Let me look.
Mary is
Whenever you got a
one.
hit, let me know.
Well, there you go. Um,
Listen.
Speaking back to the golden ticket, tell me why. I'm interested to always know with artists why the name the golden ticket. Why like the semi-animated artwork. Anything around like the whole
Oh, you did your
presentation.
research.
What made you do your? I like to know like why this, and what is
Hmm.
the message that you're trying to convey with the record.
Okay, so the reason why I chose the golden ticket, in the process of me writing the album, I kind of got the sense that I was searching for something that I didn't have. And towards the end of me recording, I started to realize like I am the golden ticket. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my golden ticket out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, because I don't belong here. I'm not like everybody else. So I just came up with that name out of nowhere. But I actually have a golden trilogy. So the first album was a golden ticket. Right now I'm working on the golden heart. And then next year I'll be working on the golden one. So yeah.
Come on, trilogy.
As far as the artwork, I'm sorry, you said something about the artwork as well. The beach is I'm from Florida. I'm from Miami, Florida. So like the beach is where I really go to express or get some things off of my mind. And I just wanted to be on a beach with a sweater on, some long ass jeans on, and you could tell that I was trapped. So that's just what that is entailing. And with each album, the artwork is gonna like get better, and you're gonna see me like grow and stuff like that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I love a good trilogy because it makes me think of whenever I think of trilogy, I think of Dawn with
Hmm.
her like Redemption Heart, Golden Heart, Black Heart series, and they like all. I mean, they all have similar names, but they're all so different sonically. So
Hmm.
we're gonna see. We're
Right.
looking
This is the
forward
same thing it's
to.
gonna be. Same thing, so like same way. For real.
Okay, sick, man. We're all gonna be waiting for it.
Scotty, are
Now,
you going to sleep?
Because he was talking about Dawn.
Ah, I cannot. Oh my god.
you are so rude and disrespectful, so rude and disrespectful. I cannot.
Love turned into Kane, though. Love turned into Kane. Loved her.
Mhm.
But you just don't see it for her by herself. That's a
Wait,
shame.
but no, she actually no. I can't agree with you, Scotty, and I can't let you get away with saying that because one day she might look at this and she's gonna think that I agree with what you're saying, and I don't because she is phenomenal. She is amazing.
I didn't
And
say she
Danity came
wasn't.
and without it. And if you're
Wait,
watching this, I love you, girl. Next.
I didn't say she wasn't. I just said I was asleep. That's
Case
all.
closed.
you
Next
are a
case.
rude bitch. That's what it is. So
I did like one of her songs though. Is it called 86 or something?
yes, that was on Golden Heart. That is like I just got proposed to. That is a wedding. That is a mushy ass song, and I love it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm just being shady just because I never really just given her music a chance to really listen to it, but I did 86. I just wanted to be shady because
Her
Jamar
visuals
liked
are really dope as well. I think that's what gets me. It's our visuals.
Oh, she be busting it down in the visuals.
Yeah, I was honestly only shading it because it's something that Jamar likes, so I just wanted to be shady and shady because
Got
he
you.
liked it.
I
That's all.
understand.
And y'all, never mind. The evidence is right there.
Oh my
Um,
God. See, we are fixing our lives. Fix your shit. We're doing it. Right here. Right here. Riko
we
Van
found
Zap.
Imani fans. We have found a way to incorporate her in every interview we've had.
Okay,
At
same.
Yeah.
one point or another, we are stronger and better. at least, at least. So I wanted to ask you because little do y'all know. I mean, Riko raps. We know that he can rap, but I heard this song, "Dum Dum," right?
Mm-hmm.
You was giving me a little melodic singing up in there. I said, let me find out that Riko can sing a little bit. Let
Yeah.
me find.
I actually started out singing, but I didn't get nowhere at all. Um, so I gave it up. Nah, real
See
Why
shit.
you didn't?
what you say, Scotty?
I said, why didn't he get? Why you didn't get anywhere? Like, what was the issue?
Well, also it played a part in my head as well because like R&B singing, that's a lot of emotion to be performing. I'm a performer, so I perform a lot, and that's a lot of emotion to be given out to people. Twice a week or 3 times a week. Rapping, I can give y'all that. That's easy. That comes natural. But yeah.
Wait, did y'all catch that? He just did just now. He was like, I can do that. It comes
I'm
natural.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm lit. I am lit.
As you should be. Okay, I'm trying to catch up secretly. I'm trying to catch
I have
up.
work early in the morning, so I can only get lit off of coke right now. Nothing else.
But
I'm so glad that you picked up that can because if you didn't, that would have been so horrible.
why?
He said, "Oh, I'm turned up off of this coke," and it was like,
Oh,
"Oh."
no, sir. No, sir.
I
You
was like,
ain't never
"Whoa."
I
heard
did
after
not.
that. Okay?
I did not even catch. Ooh, we don't want to put that
Look, I
narrative.
pay attention, y'all. I pay
We,
attention.
we
I
don't want
pay
to.
attention to everything.
We do not want to put that narrative out there, girl.
Please don't put
Oh,
that
right,
out
right,
there.
right, 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 right.
I'm thinking that I do any kind of coke besides this.
Never
Okay?
mind. I don't even want to go there. Can y'all
Yeah,
imagine?
right. See,
Ooh.
Let's not
So
go there. 'Cause I know where you're trying not to go. Let's go there. Because I know. We know.
I wasn't, but you're shady. just, just know that
What
you're
you
shady.
talking about?
Um,
Continue with the next question, um,
Rico.
Jamar. Because we not even do
So I know.
this.
So I want to talk about Heaven, the song that you did with Kendra and Wayne Payne.
yes. Let's talk about it. What's up?
What is, I feel like I should know this as a Black person, but I cannot, what sample is that? Where is that from? Because it sounds so familiar, the singing in the
Any
background.
kind of way.
What
Oh, I
is
gotta
that?
play it now. I don't even know. Somebody gotta tell us in the comments.
If y'all have heard Heaven with Kendra and Wayne Payne featuring Riko with a K, there is a songstress in the background singing over the chorus while they're doing their verses, and I cannot for the life of me think of who that is. And I should have asked Kendra when she was here, but I sure forgot. I'm gonna find out. I was hoping Riko knows. I was
Hold on, I'm about to
hoping.
play it.
Will YouTube allow you to do that?
Here we go.
Who is that? You better lip sync. You better lip sync.
Oh my God, y'all haven't heard this song?
Who is that? I need to know. I'm about to DM Kendra and be like, who is that sample from? Because I need to
It
know.
sounds so. It's at the tip of my tongue too.
I'm like it's gonna drive me crazy. That's why I was hoping he would be able to know. But
It's at the
I'm
tip
gonna
of my
find
tongue.
out. I'm definitely
I'm
gonna
turned
find out.
up. I get paid to do this, y'all.
You said what, man?
Nothing. I'm over here in my own world. What's up?
So tell us how that collaboration came about in the process of.
Um, well, it was actually so I met Kendra off camera for the first time. Actually, no, I met her at the Christmas party. And then some months had went by because of Corona or whatever. And they hit me up. But he hit me up and he was just like, yo, we have a beat. Yo, I really want y'all to get on it. You'll be really dope. And I was like, for real? They told me the inspiration or the theme of the song, which, was just about your trials and tribulations. And it's supposed to be inspirational. I've never done a song like that. Why y'all on your phones while I'm talking to y'all?
I'm not on my phone. I'm recording on my phone.
I was
Y'all about to
listening
get
to the
cussed
song.
out.
I think that's
Oh,
a Patti
okay.
LaBelle
Go
sample, by the
ahead.
way. I think that's a Patti LaBelle sample. That's what I was trying to see. I think that's a Patti
Got you.
LaBelle sample.
Got you. But yeah,
That is a
so
Patti LaBelle sample.
they sent me the beat over. I wrote a verse within like 2 hours and I sent it back and it was like, you know, that was just it. It was great. I had a great time recording. I had a great time with them.
That's dope. I love to see rappers be able to, explore different sides of being vulnerable. Of course, hip
Hmm.
hop is all about aggression and assertiveness, but it's good to kind of have that stripped back moment as well as a form of balance. So that's why I was like, "Ooh, I really like this. I really like this."
Thank you. I appreciate that for real.
It's always good
So
when a rapper shows a different side of them, though. It's always a good thing because it's just like when I used to listen to DMX growing up. DMX is all about get at me, dog, and whoop whoop this and whoop whoop that. But then he'll come out with a song like the song he made about his grandmother. What is it called? I Miss You featuring Faith Evans. He come out with something like that. Or he come out with something like I like it when rappers do that. And for me, those are my favorite songs by the rappers when they are more verbal instead of this
Hmm.
hard knock like they do. Like I like their more personal records more so than that. So I agree with Jamar when he says that.
there's a first
And that
time
is
for
not shade to you, Jamar. Stop. See, go
I
ahead.
just
Go ahead.
anticipated. I just do it preemptively. So let's talk a little bit about this platform that most of us know you from, called Chasing Atlanta Season 4. Tell us, how
Nah,
did you
nigga,
come
what's up?
across
How
the
did you come?
platform initially? What'd you say, Scotty?
No, I was saying I was mimicking what you were saying. How did you come in contact? How did you come across this platform? That's what we want to know.
So I low key submitted to be on Chasing Atlanta season 1, but I didn't have anything going for myself at the time. Like I was writing the music, about to record the music that I released, like for the album and stuff like that. So 4 years later, I get an email. Hey, we would love for you to come to the final casting call. And I was like, well, all right, let's do it. And yeah,
So did you audition all 4 seasons or just the first one and then the fourth one?
I did an audition for the first one. I just submitted. Like I
Oh,
submitted like information and pictures and all of that stuff like that. And then for the season 4, I just had to go to the final casting call. I don't know. That was my audition. Yeah, that was it. And I got it. So period.
well,
Okay.
just like that. I mean, it's all about God's timing, because it
Yes.
may have had nearly, like I said, as much of an impact as you may have had that you did this time. So,
Hmm.
all in God's
And
timing.
and even though it doesn't, even though things, because this is a lesson that it's funny how when we get on these interviews with the people that we interview, it's a lot that you say that applies to both me and Jamar because he
Mm-hmm.
made the mention of God's timing. Um, like when you first tried to get on the platform, it wasn't your time,
Mm-hmm.
but years down the line, you got on the same platform that you wasn't able to get on the first time, and now you're there, and now you're one of the more favorable faces of the show now. So it's like when you try to do things one time, you may feel like at that moment it's, oh, it just ain't meant. But it's always somewhere down the line where it comes to you. No matter how far
Mm-hmm.
apart the times are, it's always a moment. I always tell people you will always have a moment somewhere down the line. Let's talk all about having a moment when you least expect it. So I apply that to you as well because you tried to come on the show first season, but you wound up coming back to, you wound up actually getting on the show the fourth season. So this may be your time to shine now. Like you said,
Definitely.
you didn't really have much going on. You tried to get on there, but now you have a lot more going on, and now you're able to take this platform that you can use to make yourself larger than life, and you can put it to use. So it's like Jamar said, it just goes back to what he said. It's all in God's timing, or in what
Right.
Brandy say, divine timing. It's all about
Okay.
timing.
Okay.
So
Hallelujah.
Okay. No, that okay. Okay.
So,
we have
as a
testimony over here.
what's that?
I said we have testimonies over here, so
Oh yeah, all day long, baby. Don't get us started.
hmm.
So, as a newbie and just being going through your first season, what were you sort of hoping to gain from the platform?
Um, I just wanted people to, well, okay, so doing music, I hid my sexuality a lot. So like after a while I started to realize I don't have support from my gay community because first, they don't know who I am, and second, I'm not appealing to them. You feel what I'm saying? Or I'm not the music that I make is not necessarily, music that they would like. You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted to learn. I wanted to be a sponge. I wanted to gain things from each cast member to take on into my business life. Um, but I wanted people to know who I was. I wanted the personality, just like you said, listening to my raps, you wouldn't know that I'm like this. You feel me? But that's my only place that I can be like that. So yeah, that's it. I don't want to be famous. I don't want I just look, my music is here. Can you download it, listen to it, fall in love with it, then fall in love with me? Like that's it. That's really it.
Who would you say is your dream collaboration, though?
It will probably be got a couple. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott,
All
and
sickening.
Kaylani.
Ooh.
And Kaylani. I feel like I would. Oh my god. Ooh.
I want you and Kaylani. I want you and her.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And
I
I
would sing
want
with her.
let her be the one to take you back to
I
singing.
would sing down. Ooh. Let's drink some water on that.
I'm just thinking, like, when you said, like, when you list the certain people, I'm like, okay, I hear what that would sound like in my head. And I'm like, let me throw these other people in here that might go well
Mm-hmm.
with this mix. Even like, well, Summer Walker? Summer
Oh
Walker
yeah.
SZA?
Definitely SZA. I would do SZA
So,
in both
hey,
meanings.
the sky is the limit, truly. Like, if you can rap and sing, like, you open up the doors to a ton of
Okay.
stuff. So, I'll be looking forward to it. Just send me the link and I'll give you, the coins.
Got you.
I'm like, don't think I'm playing too, because I surely will. How would you describe
Oh,
your experience?
Say that one more time.
How would you describe your overall experience on this from the first season?
I had a great time. You feel what I'm saying? Like I met a beautiful group of people. If I did have issues with anybody, I'm not afraid to pick up my phone real quick. You know, I didn't like how you did this. Like I'm one of those type of people. Um, yeah, I had a great experience. Even the bad moments, the sad moments, like I learned from everything. So yeah, I just know that next season, if I come on to next season, um, I definitely want to show growth.
Uh-oh. Just wait, say
Sorry,
something?
people are
Okay.
calling me.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait, the sound went out.
But yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's great that you had, at least a positive experience so that you would want to come back. Because some people go in for one season and be like, oh my God, it was terrible. It was awful. I would never do it again.
Yeah.
Because I would
But the
definitely.
thing is I had a great like meeting Dominique was very beautiful. Like that's what made it fun. No shade. Like I didn't care about anybody else. I love everybody. Don't get me wrong, but that's like a brother. Like he made this experience fun. We went through shit together. We like, our first club appearance together, like shit like that. So yeah, that's when yeah.
Well, the question that I got is in regards to Chasing Atlanta is how did you manage to stay out of the mess? You are one person on this show that was able to stay out the mess. You went through this whole season without being touched, without being cursed the hell out, without having any type of
He
drama,
got
without
touched.
having any.
He did
Well,
get
he
touched.
get well, he did get touched, but but without any type of issues with anybody or no one having an issue with you, how was you able to maneuver this entire season without being in any kind of drama? That's impressive. Because a lot of people come on this show and they always wind up in some kind of drama, whether it's this small or this big. But you didn't get into no type of drama. So how did that happen?
Um, well, I did, first off. I can't speak too much about it because it didn't make the show. But I did, get into a rift with someone. But I don't know. I mean, it's just the type of person that I am. You're gonna know, like I'm just gonna have a great time. I'm not. I don't want your spot. I don't want anything that you have. I don't want your man. I don't want your career. I don't want your money. I don't want the house that you have, the car that you drive. I just want to be me, and that's it. So I think everybody understands that. Everybody gets that. And then yeah, that's it. I don't know. But
I mean,
someone did try me, and I did, go off.
I want to know now. Who would try you? Who would try
And
me?
why?
Don't give us that.
Let's just watch the reunion. Let's just watch the reunion. Get
You know
into the
what?
reunion.
I do we want to skip to the because we
Get into
saw.
the reunion.
I listen.
Get into
Is
the
that why you
reunion.
is that why you said in that reunion trailer, don't try to play me like I'm some punk ass bitch or something like that? Is that what you're referring to? Or you can't say whether you was or not?
I wasn't. I will say I was referring to that person, but I wasn't referring to the situation that happened on the show
Hmm.
or that was filmed but didn't make the show.
As long
Hmm.
as we know who the person is that you're addressing, that'll be enough for me. That'll be enough to scratch
He
my
not
head.
gonna tell us. He not gonna tell us.
But it wasn't
See,
like a big rift. It was just a misunderstanding that, I had to clear up. I mean, I had to let somebody know that I'm not a punk ass bitch before. That's all I'm going to say. That's not the first time. Because
well,
certain people have a certain way of talking to people, and you're not going to talk to me any type of way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not your friend. As we've heard on this. Let me stop. Okay, come on. Can we? Next
Oh no,
question.
listen, we're fully engaged. Continue.
Next
I think I
question.
figured it out. I think I figured it out.
Case
I'm not gonna
closed.
say
Next
nothing.
case. Case closed. Next case.
I know who it is. Let's go to the next question, Jamar. I know who it
That's
is.
fine. That's fine. So let's talk about some of the stuff that
I
did make the show.
promise you, you don't. I promise you. I
Okay.
promise you, you don't. I promise you, you don't. I bet bread that you don't. Hit me up in my DMs afterwards with who you think it is, and if you're right, I'll give you $5. Period.
You ain't said
Not
challenge
five.
accepted. Hold on. Maybe I'll do it right now, but
Yeah, I'm gonna do it now.
I'm about to do it right
Okay,
now.
come on. I want to know.
Okay.
Look. Let me know right now.
Listen, do we only get one guess? Do we only get one guess?
One guess.
How many?
That's it.
One
I
child. Oh, this thing will sign me out, child. Anyway, well, while I do this, because I am gonna send this. Yeah, I am gonna have to send this guess, but right now my shit ain't working, so I'm gonna have to do it on the when I get off here on my phone.
was I right or wrong?
Okay. I'm not answering who's right or who's wrong until after we get off of here. This is between us. This is us. This
Oh,
is
fine. That's
Okay.
I'll take that. I'll take that. But let's talk about something that did make the show that I thought was kind of very interesting. So the first episode we see you're performing at Q's event, and he gave you, would you call it a critique of your performance? He's like, could you please hold the microphone a certain kind of way because the sound was a little funky or something like that? And in the confessional, he was like, I always hold the mic like this. It wasn't me. It was sound system. So tell us a little bit about that encounter.
what's the question? No. Okay, so basically, did I consider it a critique? That's what it meant to be. Yes, it was meant to be a critique. But the thing is, when he said that, my signature of how I hold my mic, I don't know if y'all ever seen me perform live, but I legit hold the mic the same exact way. Like, hold the fuck up. Let me this. Like, this is how I do my shit. Period. I hold the mic. This is enough distance for me to not touch the mic. I can still spit. It's straight ahead. It's great. I've been doing this for years. So when I said what I said, it wasn't disrespect to him, because I mean no disrespect. I mean no harm. His event was lovely. It was beautiful. It was actually more amazing than what y'all seen. Because I was like probably like the third act or something like that. Like, I ain't have a name then. Now because the show's out. But that was just it. And so when I said what I said, I didn't think. And also, he said that his manager said that, or his boss said that. It wasn't his comment. You feel me? So I didn't think that I was coming for Q. I thought I was just, defending the way that I hold my mic, because that's my signature. That's just period.
Okay.
And this no shade, the mic system, that mic system, it was not his event. I mean, no, I'm saying it wasn't his event that was the problem. It was just the mics. Like, it was messed up. Like, I have a video of him passing me another mic because the first one went out. Like, it's no shade. It's just the mic sucked. I'm done.
I was like, once they're in work mode, like, you can tell they get real serious. So it's like, look, I take this shit seriously, so I respect it. I definitely respect it.
Definitely.
So let's talk about the brunch, the infamous birthday brunch for Troy. Baby.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the food brunch.
Not that one. You're talking about like the testing?
Okay, you got to be specific with the word brunch, because it is used very loosely. Okay.
That's why I had to write Troy's birthday.
Okay, there we go. Got you.
Troy's birthday. specifically.
Right. This motherfucking day.
Wait, what you call it?
This motherfucking day.
Oh,
Because that was a day. That was really a day.
You look so stressed out by the end of it. I was like,
I had to get whacked just because he brought that shit up. Oh my God.
Bring the bad memories.
I'm sorry.
But we won't be there too long.
Okay. I got PTSD because of that shit. The fuck? Nah, I'm playing. Okay.
I just got to know, because you bared witness to a lot. And even like as an audience member, it was very hard to kind of keep up with all that was going on. You looked like you got slammed against the wall. You got caught between Wayne and Troy and their whole debacle. So kind of navigate us through like what was going through your mind while all that was happening.
I just didn't want nobody to fight. That's it. Like we can yell, we can call each other bitches, hoes, motherfuckers, all of that. But I really didn't want them to fight. But then a part of me, there was a wretched side of me that really wanted somebody to fight. Like I was like, come on, like this is the day, let's do it. Like let's like. But I was really like battling myself. Like, do I just stay out of it, or do I like try to, pull these people apart? And that was just it. I didn't want anybody to go to jail. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. And so I did what I had to do. Or what I tried to do. Tried.
We saw the intent, because did you get hurt between that whole debacle? Like,
I did. So the chair, one of the legs of the chairs hit me like on the back of my head over here. And that hurt. But my adrenaline, it didn't hit me at that point. When I hit the wall, that shit, like, it really stung for like 13 seconds. And then I was like, oh shit, hold up. He has a chair. He's about to throw it. Stop him. And then that was it.
I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, Riko got caught in the middle. He hit his head up against the chair while Kendra's swinging this damn chair time. And when we get outside, how are you single-handedly sort of able to hold Kendra and Wayne back in the parking lot? Because I'm like, how in the world are you that strong?
I want y'all to see I have no type of muscle today. No muscle. I don't know. I really do not know. It was the grace of God. It was God saying, hold these people back. Okay? So that was that. Yeah.
And when, Troy was having his whole moment, because his adrenaline, of course, was rushing. And I had...
saying, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. That's all I remember him saying. You're gonna die.
Y'all, that was so... No shade. No shade. And I know that all of these people are about it. I know that low-key, everybody involved in that fight, they're about that life. No shade. You want to fight, bitch, we can get to it. But knowing them for being so sweet and shit like that, like when I was hearing this, like in the moment, I'm like, you ain't gonna kill nobody, Troy, shut up. Or like, look, Kendra, when she was like, you better not go to the club because you haven't seen everybody. I was like, Kendra, like, calm down. You ain't gonna do nothing at nobody's club. Like, but these people really are about it. Like, for real.
I think, in that moment, and when they all mention this or bring this up in the interviews, they're like, it was a moment where we were all, high energy, high adrenaline. We just tried to say things because we were mad in the moment. And when that glass got broke, and we see there's the picture of Riko holding Troy in the car, just trying to make sure he stays inside, and he just looks so stressed. He just looks so distressed.
I was very stressed. Because what are the odds that they're parked right next to each other, y'all?
Oh, that's right. Right. They were parked right next. So what do you do? Like, how did that even disband? Because they kind of ended it with that. Like, who left first?
I think Wayne and Kendra drove off first. Yeah, because after that we went back up. Troy didn't leave. We all went back upstairs, and that's where Oliver was. You know, it was like the motherfuckers that are here have a reason to be here because they gonna use this pepper and they're gonna do what they need to do. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
It's the imitation for me. It was just like, that is how he was sounding like. He was like, "You had no business being on this season." He did. They
That
was
was
wrong.
so hilarious. You're bored and you're shouldn't have been on this season. I was on the floor watching that trailer. Oh my God. But honestly, looking back at all of this, these are all moments, y'all. Like these are real moments. Nothing is scripted, and this is why I love chasing reality. I can laugh. We can all laugh about everything. So
I agree. It was entertaining to watch. May not have been too fun to be in at the moment, but watching it back, it was entertaining. I will say that.
definitely, definitely.
So, to get away from that whole debacle, I want to know. Tell us about the current condition of your mom. How is Mama with a K?
Um, Mama with the K is Mama with the K is doing well. Mama with the K is stressing. Um, and I just came back from being home, so like just to see, the amount of medication she has to take. Like she has diabetes, so her foot is swollen, and so like she limps when she walks. Like I don't know, it's just ah, she's doing good. She's good.
That's all I want to hear. That's the Randy just wants to know that she's
Yeah,
okay.
that's what we just gonna leave it there.
That was such a great moment on the show, though, because again, showing the vulnerability, showing the humanity, and I want to say you got like a lot of outpour of love online from people getting a chance to see you in that moment, because I think a lot of people can identify with that, even if it's
Hmm.
just a sick family member, sick
Hmm.
friend, what have you. So applaud. I extend out my hands.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm actually glad because that I didn't know that I was gonna do that leading into that
Mm.
scene. Like we were supposed to go to the studio, we are supposed to do, something else, but it got really real. And I'm just glad that I was able to show a real part of me on the show. So
And that's what it's all about. That's truly what it's all about. And
Yes, it is.
oh, go ahead. What's this guy?
I was agreeing with you.
I actually knew your friend because I used to live in Houston. I'm like, he looks so familiar. I did.
oh, I was like, wait, hold up. Look, I was like, oh, you talking about Young King or King
Yeah.
KB. King KB, he changed his name so many times. But it's King KB, yes. A phenomenal talent, love him. Flow is crazy, metaphors is crazy. I really need to go look him up. And I'm glad that out of all my music friends, I was able to bring him on this platform and share that moment as well. So
Okay, y'all go out there and check out Cocky as Fuck with Riko with a K featuring King KB.
okay. Paki when I speak, Kaki on the all right.
I mean, look, if you want to give us a verse right here, right now, you are free and welcome to do so.
I get paid for that now. I'm sorry. No, I'm joking. I'm I'm
Oh,
I'm I'm joking. Calm down. I was
I
joking.
swear.
It was a joke. But nah, we good.
That's good. That's good. It's great to have those kind of friends, though, because those are the things that keep you like
Hmm.
centered, grounded, and you know, centered.
Right.
basically.
Definitely.
Okay. So you were probably one of the few people this season that I would say challenged Oliver as far as accountability was concerned. Because after that, the brunch situation happened, and y'all met up at the studio recording the song you guys did together. You guys were recapping the events, and I felt like in the moment he was sort of anticipating you to just agree and just say, "Oh, Kendra was crazy. Kendra was just this wild animal," and
Hmm.
that was it. But you were like, "No, like
Definitely.
you kind of had your own part to play. So, what was it? Did you get any flack online about that? Because Oliver has an army
Oh
behind
yeah.
him.
Oh,
So,
the fuck. Yeah. They definitely had something to say. Like it was. They just felt sometimes. I don't know. They thought I was choosing a side. Which, if you listen to what I was saying, it's both of y'all. Like y'all both have a part to play. So like after that, the comments, oh, Rico's choosing Kendra's side, or Rico was wrong. Rico's trying to read Oliver. No, I love that man so much as a friend that I'm gonna tell him the truth. And I'm not about to be a yes man that you have on your team or whatever, and people tell you you're right. No, I'm gonna be real as fuck. Like you did some fucked up shit. And if you did it to me, I probably would react the same way as her. Cause I'm music here, so we're gonna put it in some shit. So yeah, but a huge part of that conversation was not a part of that episode, but that's a story for another day.
But
oh, okay.
I can say that that was a good. It's good to see a person that holds everyone accountable. It's good to see someone
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't hold back on what they say. Like if you feel like a person is wrong, then you're supposed to tell them that they're wrong. I know that I'm one of the people that wants people to tell me if I'm wrong, but then roll my eyes when they tell me that I'm wrong. And then days later, I tell them that they were right and
Mm-hmm.
that I was wrong. And then, I continue to roll my eyes because I have to admit that they were right and I wasn't. Shut up, Jamar. But yeah,
But
so it's good to hold people accountable.
on the real, and I say this to all of my friends, if I fuck up, let me know. Don't go talk about it to your friends. Don't go talk about it to your mama, your sister, your baby daddy, cousin. Like, come to me, tell me what's going on so that I can fix it. Because nobody else can change me but me. You feel me? So,
Right.
like, me and Dominic have had conversations before, and he's like, put me in my place, or he's told me, Rico, nah, I don't do it like that. And he's changed my mind on certain perspectives, on certain situations. So, like, you have to be able to or willing to accept the truth if you're trying to give somebody their truth. That's a word.
That's true.
What just let me tweet that out. You need to be willing to accept the truth to give somebody the
If
truth.
you're going to give it.
I
Woo,
mean,
I feel like you're reading me, but it's okay.
the
I'm
truth
not
is
reading you.
no, 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 no. Don't apologize. No, don't apologize. No, let her receive it in her spirit. Yes, amen.
No, the only reason why you want me to receive it in my spirit is because you know that when I'm wrong, you're the first bitch to say, you were wrong, friend. You know you were wrong. You were wrong. I wasn't wrong. Then days later, you know what, Jamar, you were right. I probably did a bit too much, you know. And of course, you have to say "I told you so," which you could have kept that "I told you so" to your
I
damn
mean, I don't
self,
say it
but you just have to have
loud.
the pleasure of knowing that you're right.
I don't say it loud. So it's fine. So
You know, at this point, for real, call me Rico Van Zap.
then
Somebody tag
This is why.
Imani Van Zap on this and tell her I'm her son. I'm her son. Period.
look, I'm trying to get
Period.
Imani on the
This is why I
platforms.
don't. Yes, we are. We
I'm trying-
actually want to get her on the platform. Actually, we do.
She said she
Why
would
haven't
actually.
you? That's the easiest.
No, look, she said she would because I was on Ike's live and I was asking her because they were doing a radio show with Hey Mikey, and he was bigging us up. He was like, "Yeah, you should go on." She was like, "Oh, okay, I would love to." It's coming. It's coming. So I wanna reflect on a moment where me and Rico were spirit animals. You know why? At the taste testing, it was funny when you said that all of his food was cold. That was hilarious. But
I know where you're going.
but that's not what I want to talk about though. That's not what I was talking about. I hate when shrimp is part of a dish, right? And like it's in a soup or gumbo or something like that, and they don't take the tails off. I hate that. I truly, truly hate that. And it's like you eat it and you see this crunch, and I'm like, you know what? I agree. Not nobody else with you, but I definitely was agreeing with you.
I just hate unpeeled shrimp with a passion.
Same.
I hate having to do it myself. Like I'm trying to get to the like I can't do it. So it was no shade. It was just unpeeled.
It was. I was just like, I agree. If it's not like a cocktail and I'm dipping it in cocktail sauce, I'm not. No, peel that, please.
Okay? It's the
I'm just saying.
cocktail sauce.
Hey, personal preferences, baby. Personal preferences. So,
Okay.
do we want to do? Do you want to do the fan question before we do the game, Scotty, or vice versa? What's the order you want to do this in?
we, we can do the fan questions first. But there. So, are you going to ask him the other question that we had before the game?
You can.
Okay. So, Rico with the K. I want to know. Jamar want to know. The people want to know. Do you have someone special in your life? And how serious is it?
Oh no, I'm single as hell.
Oh,
I'm
we single
single
as
as
hell,
fuck.
y'all.
I'm single as shit. I'm single as a Pringle. I'm single as a dollar bill. I'm single as a single. I don't even know. I'm single. You feel what I'm saying? Am I ready to mingle? Uh, mm-mm. I want to take time to get to know myself. I've changed. I've grown. I'm a new person. You know. So other than that, yeah.
Good to know.
Um,
No, I'm
when was the last time you were in a relationship? And what did you learn from that relationship? You don't have to get too personal about it, but if you know you don't have to share too much if you don't want to. But when was the last time you were in a relationship, and what learning experience did you get from it? Because I have been in a relationship, and I think the last time I was in a relationship was maybe a year and 2 months. I learned a lot from that. Not going there. This is not about me. This is about you. So, what was your learning experience?
So my last relationship was a relationship on the show. Um, okay. I learned a lot. I actually really did learn a lot. Um, First off, I've learned that I have a very um affectious energy that it will make like whoever I'm talking to or dating, like you will want to lay up in a bed with me 24/7. That's one. And I've learned this and now I understand like I can't like be like around. I'm sorry, I'm over here like spilling like so much shit. Let me calm the fuck down.
no,
Um
no,
so
come
I've
on.
learned, I've just from that relationship I've learned to remember who I am, because I sometimes give up myself to help someone else become better and stronger, but I lose myself in the process. So I've learned how to, I need to stop doing that. Two, I really need time alone. You feel me? Like I jump into relationships like after relationships, or you know, if I'm talking to somebody, somebody always try to like cuff me down, and I never have freedom. You feel me? Like I want to post a thirst trap and not feel like somebody is going to be mad, or I want to go on Instagram and answer questions and be real as fuck. Like, how big is your dick? Well, it's such and such, you know. But
I mean, they do be bold. They be
they be
fuckless.
really bold, really
Okay,
bold.
so since you said that, don't be surprised if one of these questions in this chat is asking you how big your shit is. Don't be surprised, and if they ask it, I'm gonna put it on the screen. However, we're about to answer fan questions. The very first question is oh, this is from one of my best friends, as a matter of fact. Why is he single? Why are you single? I think you pretty much already answered that
I'm sure
already, pretty
someone
much.
is.
Wow, y'all can really do this shit. Okay. Why am I single? I mean, for all the reasons I just got done stating, I want to take time to get to know
Yeah.
myself. I want to, things of that nature. Next question. What's the
Rico,
Rico?
can
Can
I
I?
slide you my number?
Um. Uh. Uh. I mean, are you cute? Are you about anything? Life? I mean, I'm sorry. That's next question.
I mean, these are valid questions that we all say to ourselves. So you really ain't even got to be embarrassed about it. That's the first thing we look at. Like, are you cute? Are you at least,
Is Rico bi? Will he be Lauren's baby daddy? Who other than Dominique is his favorite cast member? Is Rico bi? I'm confused as fuck. I really don't know. Um, will he be Lauren's baby daddy? Um,
Let me know
uh,
if I know I need to
who
slash your
other than
tire.
Dominique is his favorite cast member? Troy, Cameron, Q, Travis, Oliver, Kendra, um, Wayne,
The whole
Lauren.
cast.
I said Rigo's very supportive of the entire cast. He's not going to play favorites, just so y'all know. So Rigo's never going to play favorites.
Ask if he can confirm if Troy really attempted to fight Dominique during the birthday altercation.
I so like no shade. The way that Troy is, I wasn't there when it happened because I really did not know. Y'all found out when I found out. Well, no, when you seen it on the show when I found out, like that's when I found out. But knowing how Troy is, because if you see in the unedited version of the fight, I tried to hold Troy back and he just, slapped my arm away. When Troy's about to get it, he's about to get it. So it's more than likely. No shade at all. Oh my God.
I didn't. I was like, did they even show that in the show? Because they must have edited it out or it happened so fast that I missed that. They said Dominique had to tell us that. I'm like,
No
wow.
shade. No shade. No shade. I'm not even gonna answer that question because you spelled my name wrong. Period.
Now, whoever that was,
Maybe I can
Rico
ask
is
him.
27.
oh,
Oh
he said,
God, you make me feel old. Oh God, you make us feel so old.
all this
How?
cast, whole
Wait. How old
cast,
are y'all?
the whole cast, how old do we look?
22 and 23.
Okay, which one is 23?
I'm over y'all. How old are y'all?
I'm just trying to find out if I need to continue to use a different moisturizer or not.
I
But no,
really hate you
I just turned
so
30.
much.
I just turned 30 last November.
You just turned what?
30
Okay. That's real.
last November.
I turn 32 next month.
Y'all over here making it seem like y'all are like 39, 45, 52. Like,
But when y'all be up on here talking about, oh, Lauren says she's 26, you 27, Oliver's like 15.
okay. 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 Little baby genius running around.
Oh, shoot. Oh, this is a
Which
good
Harry
one.
Potter house are you in? Oh, I'm a Gryffindor.
I was just about to say, you give me very.
Yeah, I'm Gryffindor. Wow. Oh, no one has ever asked me that on a public platform. Okay, next.
We get a lot of firsts over here. Oh,
Y'all gonna have to wait till my OnlyFans come out, period. Because people are gonna have to pay to know
Oh,
the answer to that question. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm sorry at this point, because so many people want to know. Y'all gonna have to know where the money resides at, and that's on OnlyFans. Period.
Where the money reside. Where the money reside. What do you like about being on the show?
What do you like about being on the show? I like the fact that I have a platform now and I can bring awareness to different issues and things of that nature. Because I'm like very involved in gay rights, but people haven't seen that part of me. I haven't been ready to really present that side. But now I can really speak on certain things like homosexuality and hip hop in Fayetteville, North Carolina, or just in hip hop in general. So yeah.
Okay. What's the next one? Let's see.
Are you and Carrie B still planning on collaborating? Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay.
Yes, we are. Yeah, definitely. It's all about the right song, though.
Wait a minute. What is your sexual
Father.
I knew somebody was gonna ask that.
Y'all don't give a fuck.
What is my sexual position? I do love sloppy toppy, like very sloppy, like very wet. And I never said that I like to be rode. I never said that. I've never said that. I don't mind it, but it has to be, yeah, no. That's not my favorite position. Next.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are savage. Y'all really don't give a fuck, do y'all? Y'all really don't give a fuck. That's fine.
Okay. Are you a November or December? My birthday is December 7th.
So you were almost a Scorpio. Almost.
What keeps you grounded and true to your authentic self during taping? Like low key, no shade. I learned a huge page off of Cardi B's book, which is like people will love you for being yourself. And I didn't, try to come on this platform being anything. I didn't try to make it seem like I have this and I have that. Legit, my story is me moving to Atlanta and y'all seeing me put in work and grind to get to where I am now because people know who I am. Not just because of the show. Before the show even came out, I made a name for myself in the music world. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for all of the fan questions for tonight. Okay, y'all done asked a whole. I knew y'all was gonna ask him a whole lot of shit. Y'all was gonna ask him stuff that I wasn't gonna ask him. Okay, I was gonna leave
I
a
need
lot
to
to
hit
the
the
imagination.
flag. Oh my God.
Y'all asked a lot of shit. Okay, leave it to y'all.
Y'all need
Okay.
to play. Y'all need to turn that into a game for real and call it Plead the Fifth.
We'll talk about that backstage. Because
We
that's a good idea. I like that.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
And
Great
so,
idea.
like,
Because we
certain
just started taking
questions the interviewer has to answer.
Okay. Okay.
Let me write down my thought I just had. Let me write it down.
Please write it down because we got to apply that for the next interview because we really just started taking fan questions with Lauren's interview. So we're slowly but surely coming through with different things. But coming up next now is the game that we play with everyone that we interview. And it's a game that includes all your castmates. We call out a name and you get to describe said person with either one word or one thought. One word or one thought. You have a choice to describe them with one word or one thought.
Okay, let's do
Jamar, you
it.
call out the first person name, and then we go back and forth. So, Jamar, you start it off.
Ooh, where do I want to start? Oliver.
Why don't I know you're going to start with him first? Oliver is a very talented man. He is multifaceted. He's a beautiful content creator. Beautiful energy. Yeah, I have nothing but respect for that man. Real ass shit because he really does his shit. Period.
That's the same word that Lauren
Um,
used last night. That's crazy.
same word, same word. Q.
Same thing. I have nothing but respect for him. He legit like inspires people to like make their dreams come true. So it's nothing but love. But he is a beautiful man. Oh my God, y'all. I don't want him.
Yes,
I'm good on him, like because that's bro. But that is a beautiful man.
yes, he is.
Hello.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
Let's see.
Yes, he is. God took his time with him. Yes, he did.
he did. He really did. Overtime on top of that. As a matter of fact, okay.
And
Let's stop
you
because somebody gonna cut this video up and be like, "Rico with the K has a crush on the Q." Like that's gonna be the next thing. Let's not.
it's going to happen. Somebody's already writing the caption and posting it to their Instagram.
Period. Period.
um,
Okay, Jamar.
Cameron.
Lovely spirit. Closed off. I really wish he would show the side that I've seen, like not on camera, and that would be amazing. But yeah, next.
Go ahead, Scotty.
Troy.
Um, I love Troy. Uh, Troy is everything. I love his energy. I love being around him. I love partying with him. Um, he's sweet. He is the sweetest thing, and people think he's so aggressive. And yes, he is all about that life or whatever, but he has a sweet side that is just really amazing. So yeah, and he's beautiful. He's a beautiful man too. His lips.
God
Whoa,
took his time on him too.
I mean, really, everybody on the cast
definitely, definitely.
is, like everybody on the cast is beautiful, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dominique.
That's my bitch. Nah.
Thank
Nah,
you.
now Dominique is a hustler. Now I can say this about him because I've seen him hustle. He's a hustler. That motherfucker gets to the bag, but still comes out looking good as fuck. They dragged his name in the mud, and the fact that they've done that is crazy. But he still is and will forever be that motherfucker. Thanks.
Travis.
I really loved his reunion look, by the way. Travis is a beautiful, positive spirit as well. I haven't had much time with him, to be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real. So like I can't really give a how I can give everybody else. But he's a beautiful person from what I have seen.
Lauren England.
On some real, I really love the fact that she's on a journey, on a new journey. She's a beautiful person, outside and inside. And so yeah, I'm happy to see her transition. I'm happy to see her become a beautiful person on the inside as well. So yeah.
Wayne DePayne.
I love Wayne. I love him so much because of the loyalty that he has for Kendra. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody that rides for their friend lets me know that you're a real ass motherfucker, period. So yeah. And Wayne is kind of fun too. No shade.
Wayne has nice teeth. That's for damn sure.
He has a nice body too.
And he got a nice body.
They didn't really
I
show
saw him sitting up there. I saw him sitting in that chair with that jacket on, wide open. I'm like,
Okay. I was like,
Oh,
Wayne,
that's
go
right.
put a dress shirt on, be a manager. What are you
That's
doing?
right. That's right. I forgot about that scene when he was with
because
us.
remember, if you saw my review on that episode, I pretended like I was Alicia Keys in the "You Don't Know My Name" video when she was on the phone when she said, "Can she speak to Michael? Can I speak to Wayne?" Yeah,
Shame.
go
Okay.
Boy.
ahead, Jamar.
Lil Kendra.
I don't know what it is about Miss Lil Kendra, but I love her to pieces. I ride for her. Just the time that I've shared with her, she's always supported and loved on me, and she's never changed. She stayed that way. Anything that happened inside of the studio, she would keep it between us. Like, she's just real as fuck. I have nothing but respect for her. And that's just period. You always hear me say nothing but positive things about Miss Kendra.
I think it's something about Kendra's spirit. Even looking at the show, as a person that watches the show and reviews the show, it's like even when you want to be mad at Kendra or you want to read Kendra for something that she may have said and done, it's hard to do that because of her. It's something about this spirit of hers. Even when we were interviewing her in Wayne, my whole perception of Kendra really changed. It's not that I really had a negative perception of her, but at the same
Hmm.
time, I kind of felt differently about her after the interview because she's funny as fuck. That's number one. She's funny as
She's
fuck.
entertaining as hell.
Yes, and she just seemed like a sweet person underneath the rough exterior. She seems to be a very sweet person, which is probably why she takes a lot of things personal that people do because she
Hmm.
is a sweet soul. A lot of the times we
But
take
I
things
promise you
personal about
now,
people.
I promise you now, and I put bread on this. Nobody else is gonna come from Miss Kendra because they know how hard she's gonna go. I put bread on that.
I wouldn't.
I put bread on
I
that.
don't want the smoke. I don't want the smoke, so
But
I don't. I don't want none of the
okay.
smoke. Period. Period. You
So I
pick your
think
battles wisely. That's one I don't want.
was Kendra the last one?
Yeah, I think she was the last one. I think we called out everybody on the cast.
We
So
did.
I must say, I hope I'm not missing anyone. I would hate to miss. I'm pretty sure
Mm-mm.
we got everybody. Okay.
Yeah, we got everybody.
So we want to know if you can tell us before we go, because we're nearing the end of the interview. Tell us about your upcoming projects. Tell us about your, anything you want us to be following you on in the near future. What can we expect from Riko with a K?
Well, I'm currently working on my second album, The Golden Heart. But I am taking a break from the album to release an EP called Top Talk. Um,
Hey.
and I'm really excited about it. It's going to be fun. Um, and yeah, that's coming. I'm working on my own beer care line right now. Yay me. Um, so that's going on. Just honestly follow me on social media, and just like watch this come up because this come up is about to be so real. You feel me? And I'm gonna say this to y'all. I've never told anybody this outside of production, but the very first time I did my confessionals, I remember looking at them and I said, "Y'all are creating the male Cardi B, and y'all don't even know it." And being that I said that, I have a lot to prove. I have a lot to show. And it's just about to go up from here. And y'all just join this journey because it's about to get real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to take over. Like, Chasing Atlanta was just a little speck of what Riko with the K has in store. I'm about to go on tour as soon as it opens up. Deuces. You
Ready?
feel me? So yeah.
Absolutely. Is there any merchandise that we can hope to purchase so we can support you along the way?
That is actually coming out very soon. Finally, I found, a website and distributor and everything like that. So that's about to come. I'm excited about that as well.
Hey, I would say, look, just let us know. I want hoodies. I want hats.
Okay.
I want shoes. I want it all.
I'm getting y'all beanies made.
Oh yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Let, hey, let me. Can it be signed?
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Embedded in the bag.
I'm gonna make that happen some type of way.
But no, we've really enjoyed you, Riko, and we want to know. We're starting to do this at the end of all of our interviews as well. We want to know. We hope that you felt comfortable. We hope you had a great time here. We want to know, like, how did you feel during the interview? Do you feel like we did our job as hosts? So give us some of your feedback.
I actually loved the interview. I had a great time. It's like we were just sitting here chilling on FaceTime. Um, Thank you for having me. And yeah, so continue doing what you're doing because you're doing something for our community, not only for our community, but for entertainment, period. And I appreciate what you're doing for me by having me on your platform. So just continue. Kudos to y'all.
Thank you so
You
much,
know
man.
what? You know what, Jamar? Since you started asking them that at the end, it's kind of like we get the same answer. And I say this every week. We get the same answer. So that means we're really doing something right if everyone says
Hmm.
the same thing about us. That's not even to brag
Okay.
and boast. Just being honest. Like,
I agree.
No, there
yeah.
are times. Look, it's no. We need to normalize calling it what it is. Okay, and that's just calling it what it is. Period.
And
I don't
we're
know. I think I'm Gandhi or some shit.
look. You said you was in Rico Van Zap.
They call vines.
I have to get her on here. That is, I just have to have that moment for the channel because
Y'all gonna be crying on here. Both of y'all gonna be crying.
I'm ready for it. Bring it
I
on.
don't cry.
That's a
I
whole
don't cry.
heartless bitch over there. That's all that is.
Anyway,
That's all that is. So, is there anything else that you want to mention before we close out here, Mr. Rico with the K?
no. Thank you for everybody that support me. Thank you for everybody that's about to support me. I'm going to stay myself. I'm going to stay real. Ain't nothing gonna change about me other than my bank account. And yeah,
Okay, look, and hey, we want to see you get to the top. We like to see, genuine people, like yourself succeed. And I mean, I know you don't want to. You
thank
say you don't
you.
want to necessarily be famous, but I mean, when you start putting good stuff out there, people appreciate it. It's just going to come back to you. So we're just going to wait to see you at the top.
Definitely. So yeah.
So if you want to,
Period. That's what the fuck is going down.
Oh,
That's top talk. That's top talk.
what the hell was that? Where did that
Okay,
go?
let me go. Let me get up out of here.
Wait.
It's time for me to
Hold on.
go.
I'm joking. But thank you so much, Rico, for coming. Scotty, you want to close us out?
yeah, I just want to also thank, first of all, I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming in and supporting this interview. Thank you for everybody that's watching. And also a special thank you to Rico with a K for coming on our platform and actually just wanting to come on the platform, period, because he did reach out to us to come here. So the fact that he reached out to us personally to come on here says a lot. That makes me feel good. I think that makes me and Jamar both feel good that he even asked to come up here. Cause
Right. Okay.
listen, we don't be thinking too much about ourselves like that. But when someone does something like that and just asks to want that actually wants to come on the platform without us even having to ask, it's a beautiful thing. So thank you so much for trusting us enough to give you an interview. That's it. Like we really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. We really appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
see you
Have a
later.
great rest of your night.
And
Uh,
as we say after every interview, bitch, we did it. Bitch, we did it. Bitch, we did it. We did it.
we feel
We
like
did
Dora
it.
the Explorer, bitch.
We
We
did
did
it.
it.
We did it.
Number two down for the week.
Number two down for the week. Number three is tomorrow. Number three is tomorrow. If you guys don't know, we will have Oliver Twix back on the platform next week. No, not next week. I'm sorry, tomorrow. Um, he will be coming in. We'll be doing a part two of his interview because last week when we interviewed him, he had to cut it short. He had other engagements, so that's why he had to cut it short. But he did say that he will be back tomorrow. Soon after this interview, soon after this is closed out, I will be posting a flyer for tomorrow's interview on my Instagram and on my YouTube community wall. Oliver will be back and we will finish our interview with him tomorrow night at the same time. So make sure y'all are prepared and ready for all of that, okay? The YouTube link will be available tonight and everything because I hadn't made the link yet, but I will be making the link for Oliver's interview, part two interview tomorrow, as soon as we get off of here. And I'll be making a link to Q's interview, which will be on February the 3rd. Okay, so after tomorrow, the Prelude will be on hiatus for the rest of the month. Jamar, it had to take the rest of this month to get ready to move from Cali to Atlanta. And let me tell y'all, my friend is stressed the fuck out. I don't see how he's so stressed the fuck out and still doing all these interviews all at the same damn time, but he is doing them all at the same damn time. Well, all of the stress that he got going on, keep him, well, you can see how he getting through it. Put him on a prayer list. He got a lot to go through these next couple of weeks. He got to get into his apartment. He got to get his car shipped. He got to get his stuff shipped. He got to get everything shipped because he on one side of the country and he going to another side of the country.
Hey,
So we gotta keep him in prayer for that. We
please
got to
do.
keep him in prayer for that because he got a
But
lot going on.
I mean, even like it's just the stuff that's just happening. Great things are on the horizon. It's all gonna be worth it. It's just right now, it's just a lot happening at once. But I mean, I'm grateful for it because this time last year I wasn't doing shit. So
Right.
I'm grateful for it, and we thank y'all for tuning in each and every week, each and every show. I see like a lot of the same names each and every time, so I thank y'all. We really do.
We really do appreciate everything. We really appreciate the support. I think we say the same thing every week, but we
It is
are
what
the
it is.
ones. We are the ones that were slept on. We are the ones that was pushed to the side. We were the invisible duo in this realm of YouTubers. As we stated last night after we interviewed Lauren England, we came up with the best. We did. Came up with the best. And when you come up with the best, you're probably gonna get lost somewhere in the south, somewhere because you got too much greatness in one specific area. And some people just might not get to be seen right away. But look at Rihanna. It took her a while to get seen like she should have been. I mean, she came out with Ponder Replay and she did just a little bit. And then, when she was it okay, after Ponder Replay, what was that
If it's
next
loving
album?
that you want,
Huh?
if it's loving that you want,
Yeah, and then she went to a whole nother album, I think, after that. A
SOS.
girl, SOS, and then Unfaithful,
Mm-hmm.
and then she really kicked the dough in when she came out with Good Girl, Gone Bad. So, not trying to compare ourselves to Rihanna, but that's the way it happened. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole had two flop singles before she made it big. I mean, Keisha Cole was flopping when I changed my mind. As much as I heard that song on the radio, it was a flop. It didn't go nowhere on the chart. I just wanted to be over was also a fucking flop. But when she came out with I Should Have Cheated, she went running.
I
I
thought that was the first. I thought that was the lead.
Oh, it wasn't child. She had two fucking singles before I Should Have Cheated that flopped like hell. And she came out with then she came out with I Should Have Cheated and she went from there. So a lot of our favorite entertainers may struggle just a little bit or may have some minor success or maybe moderate before they really make it big. Sometimes you don't make it big from the very beginning, or sometimes you don't get that much success from the jump. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have to wait it out, and that's what we did. Because, like I said, we came up at the same time as Kevin and McHale with the Sweet Addictions TV, with Justin J, with Adrian Expressions, with Ashton Miller, Bundy Blue, Forest Rocks, all of these great people and we were right there with them. But somehow, some way, we was in the background, but we were with them. But even though we was in the background, they did not let us stay in the background. They supported us, regardless of us being in the background. They supported us. So I think the best thing that we could have done was get on that phone that night and tell each other that we were going to do this, we were going to do that, we were going to do this, we were going to do that, and we was going to work together. And I think that's probably the best thing we could have done because we have a like 2021 is the year to come up for everybody,
It's a
including
lot.
us.
It's
We have a lot going
really a
on. It
lot.
can be a
It's
little,
almost overwhelming.
yes,
Things
it's a little overwhelming, but
there's things happening that they're starting to overlap.
right.
They're starting to overlap. Because we used to be like, oh, what do we want to do for our show Wednesday? We would have to come up with shit. Now it's like, girl, we got too many. We got too much shit. Too much.
It's like, okay, now who are we interviewing next week? No, we can't interview them next week. We got to interview them the week after that because we already got an interview booked for this.
And then people are asking, where is my interview? It's like, oh well, we can't do it until such and such. Why all the way till then? We're booked.
we
Why all the way
like
till the
Kelly, we like Kelly Price and this bitch. We booked.
now we ain't really try. This particular week is a unusual circumstance just because of the whole movie situation. Because
Right.
otherwise,
We would
probably
not
would
be
not
doing
happen.
no three fucking interviews in 1 week. We would not at all. We would not.
Back to back.
Back to back at it.
So I'm taking a couple. We got to take a couple of weeks. So we've been giving it to y'all, okay? Giving it to y'all.
Since we got back from Atlanta.
Who's after? Who was the first one after Atlanta?
Who was the first one?
Um,
I think Devon was the last
I,
one we did.
I think Devon.
Devon was the one we did before we left.
Because we talked about the reunion. Remember?
No, I could have sworn we did him before we left.
No, before we left, we did Ike.
Are you sure? Let me
Mm-hmm.
look.
Ike was on the 28th, and Devon was on the 18th.
Oh, it sure was. Okay, so Ike was the last one we did before we went to Atlanta. So since Devon's interview, we've been working. We only did one pop culture show, and that was when Monica got her award at the Soul Train Awards. That's the only pop culture show we did. The rest of the damn shows have been interview after interview after interview after interview after interview after interview. And then after these next two, I think it's 2 weeks, after these next 2 weeks is up, Q gonna be our next interview. And I think actually, Jamar, I got to tell you this. Hey, Michael actually reached out to me today about the interviews for them. He asked when we could give our interviews with them, and I said the week
Who's
after
that?
Q. Huh?
Who's that?
We wanted to interview Mikey. We wanted to interview Brandon, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you mean like Web Life then?
Yeah, we was talking about that. So they reached out. Mikey reached out to me earlier today about that. So I said, well, it have to be after Q's because we booked up until his. So it got to be after Q's. Yeah, it's to the point to where it's like first come, first serve. If you want to interview, you better reach out to us. You better reach out to me or Jamar. And the way we do it is like this. Jamar sometimes reach out to the people or they reach out to Jamar. Jamar bring it to me. I agree. I make the links. I send the emails out. That's how I go. We both work together on this. They'll reach out to Jamar or myself, mainly Jamar. And then however we decide to do it, if they reach out to me, I tell Jamar about it. We come together, we figure it out. Reach out to Jamar, he tell me, we come together, figure it out. Jamar stays on top of them, making sure that they're gonna be present for the interview. I make sure we get the technical stuff, like the links, the emails, and then we come together for the questions and what we're gonna ask, and then we do it from there. That's how we do. We do everything together.
I gagged. Let me tell you, I gagged him when I booked Lauren because I booked Lauren. Like, I think I mentioned this on the interview, like through her live. We literally scheduled like normally the conversation that we would have had via DM we had on her live with 80 other people. And I was like, well, she said she's gonna do it, so I went ahead and I made the flyer. And I told Scotty, I said, guess who I just got? She was like,
I couldn't
oh,
believe it.
baby, I sent the flyer. She was like, are you kidding me? She actually
Because we didn't think she was gonna do it. Like we did not think she was gonna do it. Like that was the last person we thought that would do an interview. We didn't even think Q was gonna do an interview. See, the last person we didn't even bother with him because we thought he wasn't gonna do it. But shit, he reached out to us.
we about to have the whole power of three up here, y'all.
Like straight up. Let's see. This has that really got that comment right there got me smiling right here, Jamar. The one I put on the screen. Y'all came a long way, and I'm so thrilled that you two exemplify what perseverance looks like.
Amen.
Amen. And this one
Hey,
too.
fucking man.
I honestly like y'all friendship. Y'all friendship is genuine, and y'all are funny together and seem cool.
I don't like that, huh?
I don't like her
Next one. Don't be
either.
fooled.
Bitch, they see through your lies. Let's not.
You just want to steal everything from. I can't have shit. Just legs always open, child.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
You
Oh
can't
my
tell
God,
me that shit is not. You can't tell me that shit is not iconic now.
it is. It is. That was so funny. I didn't like when you said that. You be saying that shit and it be catching me off guard because I don't be expecting that shit. I definitely didn't expect that one at
The
all.
first time will always be the best time.
Yes, because that was too funny. Because I was reading it in your voice. That's what made it even more funny to me. I read it in your damn voice. That's
Legs open, child.
why. Oh my God.
Oh man, but thank y'all again for watching and tuning in to another interview, y'all. Whew. Lord have
Yes,
mercy.
I got to get off here because I got to get ready for work. Got to get up at 4 in the morning for work. So we actually did a great job with the timing of this interview. We actually ended it in a timely manner, as a matter of fact. But I gotta get myself ready for work tomorrow and prepared for Oliver's interview tomorrow. And after that interview tomorrow, I'm gonna have a sigh of relief because we've been working our ass off for the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks. Okay.
That's why we're gonna have a couple of weeks to kind of chill out. And it really it's not even I mean it's chilling out on this, but I still got shit that's going on. So
Right.
difference to me. But at least that's one less thing to worry about. Shit.
Right. But after tomorrow we'll be back on February the 3rd. We'll be back tomorrow, but tomorrow will be the last show y'all will have until February the 3rd when we interview Q. Just watch all my other videos. The panel with the whether you like it or not panel will still be aired on Mondays, which features myself giving you the real tea. Bundy Blue, Jamie, that's me, Niecy Dixon, Josiah's World TV. Spilling all the tea, as well as two new members, Alexander Rogers and Jay Lee's Corner. They will also be a part. They are also a part of the panel. Alex came along and just went rapid in the palace, and the people wanted him back, child. But I gotta have me a conversation with Alex because the last two times he been on the damn panel, one of them already been demonetized, child. We gonna have to control that mouth.
What do you do?
He was talking about some white people and it was crazy.
Well, he good for that now.
I'm like, look now, some of these topics now we gonna have to stay back from now. I can't be getting demonetized. get monetized. But yeah, but all in all, this has been doing well. My panel been doing well with Bundy Blue and Giving You the Real Tea. It's like 500 and some people every week that come in and watch it live, so that's a big thing. And the Prelude is growing every day, and there's a lot to come behind this. So yeah,
Stay,
we have a lot coming up. A lot.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned, please. There's some shit that we can't even talk about right now.
Bitch,
Like
and it's
keep
just
telling
getting,
you.
girl, I'm happy.
Me too. Just this time last year was just crickets for us. Like we could barely like never would have thought we'll be here.
It's all in God's timing.
Yes, it is, most definitely. But we're about to close this out, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. We'll be here tomorrow night for the part two of the interview with Oliver Twix. The link will be available maybe within the next hour. I'll be making a link for his interview. And the and I'll post the link on my community wall so you can set your reminders for it so you guys can know when it's coming. I'm gonna post the flyer for it on my Instagram, so you guys will be notified of it and all of that stuff. So just be ready. We'll be back tomorrow, and just know that that will be the last show of the Prelude until February the 13th. Cause Jamar, I mean not 13th, February the 3rd. I'm sorry, February the 3rd. Cause Jamar has to get ready to move from the Sunshine State and become a Georgia peach. Okay,
That's so weird to say.
right.
That's so
So
weird. Because I've lived like adjacent to Atlanta all this time. And it's just like now you're just gonna just be there.
right.
Just finally
Exactly.
just go. Just go.
Just go. Just go.
But I got a lot of people waiting for me to come, so
A lot of people. We've made a lot of connections in Atlanta. From Tramiel to Carl to Devon to a
ah,
lot of
look at you, you won't believe who just followed me.
who.
We have spoke his name. Hey Mikey.
Ooh, boom. With that being said, y'all, we are out this bitch, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow for the part two of Oliver Twist's interview, and we'll talk to y'all later. Same time next, not next week. I'm so used to saying next week. Shit, I'm so used to saying next week, but we done had two interviews back to back. Same time tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 Central Time. We'll be back to interview Oliver for the second time. We'll be finishing out our interview with him. Talk to you guys later.